Hi, I'm Wayne Besen. If you're like me, you've had enough of corporate media. You're also sick and tired of right-wing television and radio spewing bigotry and lies. You want something different. You want a strong progressive voice to talk about the issues you care about. The Wayne Besen Show is here to fill this vacuum and offer persuasive, progressive viewpoints that will alter the political landscape in America and change the world. Join Besen's Bandwagon today for only $10 a month or $120 a year. If you're able to give more, please consider doing so. Why give, you ask? Why give? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. Right now, you can drive coast to coast and hear nothing but right-wing extremists on AM and FM radio. On cable, there is Fox News spewing Republican propaganda 24 hours a day. At the local level, Sinclair Broadcasting owns 173 television stations. The New York Times says their goal is to, quote, advance a mostly right-leaning agenda. Today, there are few media platforms on the left to counter this barrage of misinformation and alternative facts. Is it any wonder that with this gross media imbalance that Republicans control Washington and most state capitals? Progressives have a powerful message and the best ideas, but few people are hearing our views. I don't accept this, and neither should you. If we want America to reflect our values and enact the laws we champion, from universal health care to human rights to strengthening unions to affordable college and creating an economy where everyone has a shot to succeed, we have to create robust media platforms to argue our case. Those on the right would say, you don't need progressive media, you've already got the liberal media. But that is a lie. The media isn't liberal. It is corporate. This means they aren't operating for the public good or in the public interest. Instead, their self-serving purpose is to make money for their shareholders and their corporate parent companies. That's why MSNBC and CNN were the two driving forces that built the Frankenstein monster known as Donald Trump. In a bid for advertising revenue, these cable networks aired Trump's blustery and bigoted rantings and ravings 24/7. America be damned. These supposedly liberal networks elected this madman by giving him $3 billion in free media. Let's never forget what they did to this country. Again, haven't you had enough? I certainly have. News analyst Andrew Tyndall showed that our three major television networks, ABC, NBC, and CBS, last year spent 125 minutes covering Clinton's emails and only 35 minutes for all serious policy discussions. Harvard's Shorenstein Center on Media, Politics, and Public Policy released a report during the campaign, which found 8 of America's leading news outlets had coverage negative in tone about Hillary Clinton 84% of the time, compared to just 43% for Donald Trump. And they're liberal? Give me a break. They're far from liberal. Fox News ran 330 stories about Hillary Clinton in 2015. About 300 of them were negative. And for months, Bernie Sanders was completely ignored by corporate media. Even as he filled large arenas with excited young voters, they stayed away. How many times did television stations cut away from Hillary Clinton or Bernie rallies to air Donald Trump's empty podium, building suspense and anticipation of his arrival? If you're waiting for the mainstream corporate media to correct itself and get it right, you're wasting your time and kidding yourself. They will always put profit before people. They will always put cash before our country. The way forward is to be bold and brave. We can no longer afford to be passive. We must be proactive. The time is now to forge ahead and create our own media platforms that seek to make this the country we deserve, an America that lives up to its lofty ideals. We need a media that sells a progressive vision, not one that sells out our nation. To me, The Wayne Besen Show is much more than a program. It is a quest to bring top-notch progressive programming online so we can level the playing field and take back our country from the brink of madness. Support progressive media. Support The Wayne Besen Show. Please consider offering your generous financial support for my show. Join Besen's Bandwagon today for only $10 a month or $120 a year. If you're able to give more, please consider doing so. The greater our resources, the more we can fight back and lay the groundwork for a progressive nation. Be a hero. I can only continue producing my show with your help.